I didn't call you Baldy.
Yeah, 10-4, just wanted you to cast you.
Good morning. Oh, and then there were three. Just like that. You're Australian. You're
Good,
Australian.
Alan. Ups, how are you, mate? Good evening to the chat. I hope you're all doing well.
I'm good, mate. I'm good, mate.
Right,
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you, mate?
I'm really good.
Good, mate. Sorry, I think everyone's moving at the moment. I'm trying to find an overlay that's got a third person in it. Add person. Dynamic camera. Oh, no. Why aren't you here? Oh, for God's sake. Bear with me, people. Anyway, people, please make sure while this old man, I'm meaning myself, not Alan, sorts out the camera.
What does that make Alan then?
Including that makes Alan that makes Alan a lovable gentleman. We're gonna stick with that one. There we go. That's
if only the feeling was mutual.
What, has he been slagging me off?
No, he just hates everyone.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
And everything.
Well, right, that's better. Sorry, people. And Martin's going to be along very shortly for anyone that
is Martin going to be in?
He is going to be in. Yes, he is. But yes, how are you, Alan? Are you good? Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm all right. Well, after a decent performance the other night, so
yes,
can't really complain too much. Nick, the only downside is Nick or Jim.
No, I was about to ask this because Pep's come out obviously and said that Rodri won't be available for Villa, which is a massive blow. That was the game that I really felt we needed him for. But then I have seen your message this morning, and I have had a quick look online. I haven't found anything online about it yet.
No, there's rumours, a lot of rumours knocking about he's out for a while and all this sort of stuff.
So where's your source? Like, because at the moment I couldn't see anything this morning. I'm going to check again.
It's the same source that Martin gets it from, and he was telling me it's metatarsal.
Fuck, he's out then, basically. Yeah.
He's got a metatarsal problem. So if he's got a metatarsal, he could be out for a while.
Fuck's sake, man. That's really shit. Because
if
it is that, let's be clear, because it might not be that. That might just be a rumor. But
it's a load of bullshit. Because
there's no point. There's no point, going crazy about it until we actually know for real what's happening. And that's not going to happen until the press conference in about 24, 36 hours time. So worry about it. Worry about it when it becomes a fact. Right. Worry about it when it,
hold on, let me just have a quick look, just having a quick look on CX to see if they've reported anything. No, they haven't reported anything yet. So far, but yeah, I think that it's a big blow, man, and it's one where you feel for the player because I think Gonzalez is getting better and better every single game he plays.
Do you realise that the last 3 times we've been to Villa Park, we haven't played with a CDM?
Really?
And we haven't fucking won in any of them.
Didn't we win there last year?
No,
we lost there. Fucking no, we lost there last year. Yeah,
we got battered because we don't have a CDM.
Yeah, I think a little bit of fortune as well too, because we just happen to play them at about December of each season. Yeah. And I've said the last 2 seasons around that December time, Aston Villa were playing like one of the best teams in Europe based on form. As I've always said, like it's like fair play. They're the better team both times you played them. It is what it is. But yeah, I look at some certain fixtures and I think if we'd played them in say April or May, different story.
Correct.
That's why I've always said like people freaked out about our form up at away at Spurs up until the last season or two. And I said that's honestly because you're coming up against a team that plays like Premier League champions in October, which is more than just a cliche when it comes to Spurs, because they are always the best formed team coming out of the blocks in the league season. But we always seem to play away at Spurs early in the season when we're still trying to sort things out. It's not about it being a curse. It's just the fact that we are slow starters, and that's just how it is. And sometimes when we come across a team like a Villa, if we get them at a time where they're in peak form, they can play like one of the best teams in Europe.
And they've just started to find form.
Yep.
They have.
Yep. It's one of those things where it's like, I wish Villa away was in the first, say, 3 or 4 fixtures of the season, because they were way off it in terms of getting themselves ready.
Yeah, their midfield player, Rodgers used to play for us. He dominated last two games he played.
Yeah. I'm not having him though, me. I'm by the way, and people are probably getting used to me saying that and say, yeah, but Daps, you're not having Savio either. So, and we are going to speak on that, don't worry. But I don't know. Let me be clear with the Morgan Rodgers thing. I'm not saying Morgan Rodgers is bad, right? But I don't think Morgan Rodgers is levels. Do you know what I mean? The way some people are speaking on him, I'm not too.
There's a reason why we sold him.
Yeah. Let me give an example. I don't think Morgan Rodgers at his best is Foden, Palmer levels. I don't think he is. I mean, it is interesting to be fair. He's playing for England at the moment, and England have actually started to look all right. But
yeah, well, England, believe it or not, England have been playing all right without the big stars.
Yeah. They have.
Is England finally doing something that they should have done for the last few decades, and that's actually select players on form, not based on name or badge?
Well,
it's about bloody time.
Yes, but not necessarily, because this season, up until recent weeks, I think Morgan Rodgers has been off, right? But he's been being picked. Foden and Grealish haven't. So in some areas, yes. With left backs, yes, definitely. But in some areas, but I do think what hopefully Tuchel is doing with England is he's providing a bit more balance by just playing players in their position as well. He's not shoehorning. And
he's also been smart, I think, by sending a message to the Bellinghams, Fodens, Grealishes, right, and saying if you're not playing 100% to your total ability, you ain't playing.
Yeah.
I'm not selecting you on status, is basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Which is a good message to kick them up the arse.
Yeah. My biggest thing, but I'm just before we move on, I really don't want to talk about England, but I'm more than happy if Foden is not going to be England's starting 10. Sorry, no. If Foden is not going to be played in the 10 role, or do you know what? Maybe in a kind of box to box kind of 8 role, or a more advanced 8 role, I don't want to see Foden at England. I don't want to see Foden playing on the wings for England anymore. I think it's.
I agree with you.
He will become. He's just getting himself back into a good headspace. He'll be played out of position. And then he will become the cannon fodder and the scapegoat, and then his form will dip again because of his confidence. So leave him away from England. Keep him, like Till said, keep him away from England for now.
Do you think he's 3rd or 4th in line at the moment in that spot?
Pass. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I don't know. But anyway, right. I'm more than happy for Foden to stay away. I can't lie to you. I can say.
I suppose we can say the same thing about John Stones, just under different circumstances.
Yep.
John Stones.
I think the smartest thing, John. I think Alan's alluded to this previously as well too. Is I think John Stones wants one last dig at competitive football with England.
Yeah, of course he does.
And then he'll retire. And then I think he'll retire from international duties just to guarantee some longevity.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I guess. Look, he just comes in. He plays for them every single time. It's not going to stop. Hello, Martin. How are you? Looking very ravishing in that beautiful motor vehicle.
Yeah, apologies, my Wi-Fi's down. I've given up fighting on my Wi-Fi.
I thought you were about to slag off your missus then for a second when you said your wife.
By the way, can I just say that? You've changed my life. You've changed my life. Thank you. You've changed my life. We won a game. Sorry. Impression of an Arsenal fan.
Have
you not seen the Arsenal fan on TikTok?
I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans on TikTok. I'd rather not see.
There's a young lad last night on the tunnel. Berta's coming up and he's screaming, "You've changed my life. You've changed my life for winning the lot. Thank you."
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what? Hook said to me yesterday they're doing a treble. And I kind of... But I'll give some context to it. And this is context that isn't always shown on the show. This was off air, by the way. We were talking backstage. And he was speaking with Cass. He said, "We're going to win the treble." And Cass was like, "Really? You're going to win the treble? I'm clipping this. You do know I'm clipping this." He said, "We're going to win the treble." Then off air, I said to him, Hooks, I said, "The thing is, this is where it can sometimes make things difficult, right? Because I can be wanting to go on a show and actually talk context on football, like we do more on here, and actually praise Arsenal and say, do you know what? 4-0 against Atletico, great result. Gokered's got 2. I said, but the minute you say we're doing a treble, I said, as a City fan, and there will be United fans, there will be fans of any club around the world that has achieved a treble,
Barca.
Yeah, that have actually done a treble, that will be like, why are you fucking almost disrespecting how much of a difficult achievement doing a treble is, right? It is. And here's the thing. I don't believe that many United fans when they did it, many City fans when we did it, many PSG fans when they did it, many Inter fans when they did it, in October, knew in their heads, yeah, we're doing a treble this year. It's not... And
no one's ever predicted it. That's
it's not something you
not
predict.
Even close. Like
it's
6 months from now, earliest.
Bro.
6 months from now, earliest, because you're still in every competition.
And that's what I mean. It's not something you can just predict in October time that, you know what? This is a year that we're going to manage to. Because let me be clear: to achieve a treble, you have to have some luck, right? There has to be some luck along the way with injuries and stuff like that. So being able to predict it is just not something that is actually, because let's be real, achieving a treble is pretty unachievable, right? Dream the impossible dream, right? And what are you two going to YouTube, man?
I don't know.
You know what you two do? When you two come on channels, right? And then basically you have
Is it me or Alan?
That's what me and you.
Which two are you talking about?
Oh, right, Martin. Sorry, my bad. I thought you were doing your usual.
No, do you know why? Why? Because I changed my name to Treble Father 6 months before we did the treble.
You did. Oh.
That's right. Oh,
yeah,
God.
He did.
That's why he was laughing at me. That's why he was laughing at me, because I actually did predict it 6 months before.
I didn't know that. Oh,
he did.
Okay, so wait, 6 months. So we're all. So wait, hang on. We won the treble in June of 2023. So you did it in January. No, that's tolerable. You're fine, mate. It's okay.
Yeah, I actually on every single show changed my name to Treble Father from January onwards.
Throw the entire conversation out the window.
Sorry, I'm sorry that I was that arrogant sod who changed it.
Sorry, I just need to address this. Hold tight, Talon, who said, "Why is Daps wearing a PSG hoodie?" For me, I actually see it as a Jordan hoodie more than a PSG hoodie. But you are right; it is. I mean, it's Paris, but
it's indirectly.
I can't lie. Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah. I fucking love the range. I just actually genuinely love the Jordan range of PSG stuff.
My son wears them. My son wears them. I don't see a problem.
It's that PSG range, that Jordan range of PSG stuff was elite. I can't lie as a football fan. Do you know what though? I have got someone, right? So there's two people in that watch this channel. I don't know if they watch. One of them watches Long Play. And he started popping up on every single video, right, saying, "I used to like Daps until I found out that Manchester City actually wasn't his boyhood club." So I've commented back saying, "Let me know who this is, or I'm actually just going to remove you from the channel." Yeah, because I need to know who's actually chatting absolute shit. And and he won't respond. So every time he says it, I said, I've broke it down to him once and said, listen, mate, if you want my history, I'll actually give you my fucking history, yeah? Just because I'm in a sensitive mood at the moment, so I'm probably going to likely get rattled and do stuff like that. So did. But he keeps just popping up saying, yeah, I don't. And I've got this other one, right? This Arsenal fan who I've checked his history. He only comments on my videos, right? Calling me, saying I've got a lisp, which admittedly, when I was actually like 4, 5, 6, I had speech therapy because I was a bit behind on my speech. And calling me a specky, right? But then calling me old, I'm like, well, specs usually come with getting old, so I'm kind of cool with that now. You're a bit behind on the specky thing. That probably would have pissed me off about 6 months ago.
When I look in your future tabs, just look at this. Just look at the person on your right, well, next to you.
But ultimately, the main thing is, this guy is commenting on my videos as an Arsenal fan every single day, right? I've looked at his history. He don't comment on Arsenal videos, just comments on my videos, slagging me off, calling me a specky twat. And people, just be a bit cool. Oh, and yesterday, by the way, first, we've got to give a big heartwarming condolences to Guy. I mentioned that yesterday on the show, and someone in the comments said, respectfully, we don't give a shit, move on. People do better, man. Just do better. Honestly, if you ain't got something nice to say, because here's the thing, you don't need to watch this channel ever. No one here, and I appreciate every single person that does watch this channel and that smashes the likes. Please smash a like. But if we are speaking on something you don't want to watch, if you don't like me, if you don't like a panel member, you're perfectly entitled for that, because we're going to move on to Savio in a minute, and we're all perfectly entitled to have our opinions. However, if your opinion is negative, you don't need to share it. You can actually just go, do you know what? This show's not for me. This guy's not for me, and keep it moving. I don't understand what anyone gets out of basically be personally abusing someone in the comments. Like, oh, you've just wasted your time, and actually you've helped the algorithm. But just people, just do better, man. Like, try. Do you know a great approach is to try and, because we're all in this fight together. The fight called life, that is a difficult fight. We're all in this together. And do you know what? It's a damn sight easier when people are trying to make people's days better than making them worse, right? So people just do a bit better. There we go. I'm sounding like Grizz Khan now.
While we're on that subject, mate, I saw the GoFundMe page for Guy.
Yes.
They're trying to get his body back from Spain. So that's expensive to do that. So if anyone has that,
if you've not seen, I'm pretty certain.
Last I checked, about 12 hours ago, the GoFundMe was at about £15,000.
Yeah, Bo. Yesterday morning, about an hour after it had been set up, I think someone came in with $8,500, which I think is what's required. And
they changed it. They changed the target. Do you remember when Pat and we kept changing the target as
yeah. But I think 8.5 was for just
that was anonymous.
Yeah. But the 8.5, and I think it may well be a player, I've been told.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing, and anyone, do you know what? And I've got one who loves to come into our chat, and they're an Arsenal fan. And I think
they're weird ones, bro. The Arsenal fans it's like, you know what? If you're a City fan and you're watching this and you're just like, you know what? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Right? I still would suggest just keep it moving. You don't need to tell me. But the Arsenal fans in a Manchester City channel, I just find, look, and don't get me wrong, there will be some rival fans in the chat now. And if you're here just because you love football and you want to hear about City, I get that. It's the coming on literally every single show just to abuse people. It's like, you know what, bro? for your own mental health, it's probably best that you go for a walk outside and actually kind of address what's going on inside, because there's never a time that I think, I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go on some people's YouTube channels and tell them how much I hate them and tell them that, what is that in life? What is that in life?
Yeah,
Anyway,
like,
do you know what?
Your day's already been ruined. Why are you coming on to ruin others?
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what?
Well,
it is? That
right. There's ways to address what, and this is the thing. The Arsenal fan on my life, I have actually, on one of them where he was calling me a load of names, I actually bullet pointed and responded to the nasty shit he said about me, and then said, however, when I've swung out at people before, sometimes I'm not. It might be because I'm not in the best of places. So, if you want to have a chat, we can actually just have a chat, right? You can, if you need to speak to someone, it's cool. You can. But obviously, he didn't like that. The next one, he was just calling me names again. So some people. But let's move on from this. People, make sure you're smashing the like button. So we were talking on on Rodri. He's going to be out. Nico Gonzalez. I was hoping, Martin, you were going to come on and maybe have a bit more news on Nico Gonzalez, because I haven't seen anything yet. So you haven't got anything yet, no?
No.
Now, let's.
By the way, I have heard the person where Alan gets some info from.
Yeah.
He's in the mood of winding Alan up at the moment, and Alan doesn't realise it, because I spoke to said person 60 minutes before Alan got told that, and nothing had officially been. He hadn't even had his scan yet, so don't know where Alan got.
He rang me at 3 o'clock in the morning, a bit like you used to do, and woke me up to tell me that.
Yeah, no, Alan, I'd spot they hadn't even had the scan then.
Yeah. Hey, Martin, you know what's going to happen
He's winding you up.
Alan's gonna message his friend Mr. Marwood and say, "Oh, they're picking on me, they're bullying me."
So no, I'm not saying he's out. I'm not saying he's in. Just said there's no news.
Okay, Martin, you've got a friend here, by the way.
I've not got my glasses on.
It's right. It's
my stalker. Big up my stalker. I do like it. He's actually a nice person. He's not abusive.
Bro, that's not nice. Stalkers are great. Nice stalkers.
I take it as a very nice compliment now.
Yeah. Nice stalkers are great. It's ones that just appear just to make you feel shit about yourself.
Just to let him know, £20 a photo.
Digital stalker. I mean,
£20 of a photo, £10 an autograph. Just so he knows.
How much to share?
I'll give you $5 to fuck off.
How much to share a meal date with you with mashed pie and ketchup?
Oh god!
Oh, that's priceless.
Balti pie with ketchup.
I'm not wrong with that.
How much you charging now?
Oh,
Martin. I'll do
how
it. How
much did I charge? You got it for free.
Yeah, true.
You got mates rates.
so let's move on and let's talk football. Come on, right? So it is realistically, we don't know the exact extent of Gonzalez, but I think it's pretty clear he probably will be injured, right? Rodri, Pep's confirmed, won't be back for the Villa game. Now, we haven't seen too much of Kovacic. But Kovacic and Reinders, I'm not, in my head, not on paper yet, but in my head, that's not bad. For me, Kovacic and Reinders, and then Foden as normal, it's not bad. But I am saying it's not bad because Kovacic usually seems to shine when he is alongside another DM.
Yes. Kovacic, I have no problem with, because I know I had someone, funnily enough, nice guy. He gets a bit hyperbole and everything's crap, but really nice guy.
Who?
I think Amar probably gets in your chat. And he put a comment in last night and he just said, big up Amar, by the way. And he said, I don't want Kovacic because we lose every time he's in the midfield with Bernardo. So I thought, you know what? I thought, I'm going to go and check this.
You're going to go and check
I'm going to have a little look.
Yeah.
Do you know we won like 90% of the games with Kovacic's CBM? I was like,
oh, bro,
I was like, yeah. And he was honest. He went, you know what? It just felt like we lost.
Martin, the amount of times that I've had this conversation online where I say, okay, start of last season, we had no Rodri for the first, I think, 6 games, was it? About 6 games of last season. Right, yeah. We didn't have Rodri. We won every game with covering a DM role. After Rodri got injured, we continued to win with with cover in a DM role. We actually dropped off when Kovacic got injured, right? Yep. Because then we didn't have Rodri or Kovacic. So this, and then, by the way, the form started to pick back up once Kovacic was back from injury. And these are not like... These are facts, but they're facts that people just don't see straight away. Someone said lies. They're not lies, bro. They go into
the results of that.
Because yeah, exactly. This is a thing. Just go and check. Look, don't just say lies because you don't like a player. Just go and check, bro. Like, yes, did we? And by the way, let me be clear. Did we lose some games with Kovacic? Yes, we've lost games with. I think
that isn't what we said. We just said. 90% of the games we played.
Now, and again, this is not me saying I would rather play Kovacic over Nico Gonzalez or Rodri. See, here's his response. Kovacic is shit. 5-1 to Arsenal. Okay, brilliant. What that tells me is you don't watch all of 6 games, right? And that's why you're so... And I've always had this theory on people that are butthurt over Kovacic, that you watch certain games of him. He's bad against Arsenal.
You cherry pick. Yeah.
Bro, he's always bad against Arsenal. So you watch the Arsenal game and go, yeah, that's it. Bro, listen, that 5-1, I get it. To Arsenal fans, that 5-1 was a trophy, right? It's one game. Okay. It's not a reason to judge a player. For me, Kovacic, the form improved. And if that is all you've got to come back on me saying, go and look at the numbers. No, we lost to Arsenal 5-1. Well, okay. Anyway, what are you lot saying on that? Kovacic, someone, I think it was a man, made a really good... He said, yes, I could see a Kovacic and Reinders, but I think we'd need Bernardo in there as well.
Yep. I like the idea of having Bernardo as a bit of a recovery if needed.
Yeah.
Well, bit of extra body in there.
Well, here's one thing. Pep, I think Pep said the other day that last season, that not to doubt him. When that lineup came out on Tuesday, I think there's quite a few of us that were going, fucking hell, Pep. Because that midfield, it did, the midfield looked pretty damn negative, right? It didn't, but... After the game, I think, one of them I'm going to speak on in a minute, but 3 of the players are probably 3 of the players that a lot of us probably were like, what are they doing on the pitch, right? Only one of them for me, by the way. But I do know that a lot of people would have seen Bernardo, Rico Lewis in midfield and thought, we've got no creativity there at all. But for me, Bernardo and Rico Lewis were probably 2 of our best players on Tuesday.
Look, I think Dabs, when you go back and look at that lineup, I think that sort of lineup, if we'd seen that in a Premier League game, I think we would have been asking a lot more questions. But being a Champions League game and the fact that I went back and had a look at the replay today of that match, you could kind of tell that in a way I got the sense that Villarreal were more zonal in their the way they were playing rather than man marking. Yeah. Rico Lewis is much better playing against zonal formations than he is against man marking.
Yeah.
And I think that suits him. I think that suits him perfectly. I think he's a smart enough footballer for his age that he's able to adapt to a lot of games and against a lot of sort of teams that he can play against. But at the same time too, I think he's also a niche player, and you know where to put him in the right games as well. And I think at this stage right now, I think Champions League is better suited for him than Premier League. It's not all, necessarily all the Premier League, but there's a good fraction of games that he could possibly play in.
If you look at Rico Lewis over the last 2 seasons, in fact, going back to I think maybe even going back to the treble, Rico Lewis's best performances for me, have all been in midfield in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And there's been people in the chat many times before that said, Daps, you know what? A loan to Spain would be so good for Rico Lewis. And I do hear it. For me, I've said it a million times. I'm bored of saying it. Rico Lewis is not good enough to be a fullback at Manchester City, in my opinion. No. Right? However, I've said so many times, as a 20-year-old, might be 21 now, but I think he's still 20. But as a 21-year-old, he might be good enough as a midfielder, right? He really might be good enough to have a career his whole time at Manchester City. Now, someone made an interesting point yesterday that they believe that Rico Lewis will provide what was the word they used? They used a really good term, but basically another term for balance, like Bernardo Silva does. That Rico Lewis could provide the balance to a City team that Bernardo Silva has over the years. And I actually get it. I think technically Rico Lewis is damn good, man. Damn good. It's how good he is. Let me be clear with me saying down. We haven't seen enough of him in midfield in big games. And I do understand the big game thing, the physicality, that might come into it. But Rico in midfield to come in as a squad player, for me, is definitely good enough. Now, the other one is, are we seeing a bit of a Bernardo resurge at the moment?
He's having a good season.
Yeah, I just think he's being utilised properly by Pep.
Yeah.
The fact that he's not been overplayed like he was last season. I think he's been, with the captaincy team, I think he's taken a bit more of a, not necessarily a step back, but it just means that just because you're head of the captaincy team doesn't mean that you have to be out on the pitch every day. You can be a leader in other ways. And I think the way Pep's utilised him is being very, very sensible.
Yeah. Do you know what? There's a touch of Pep in Bernardo on Tuesday. You see when City scored the first?
Yeah.
Do you see Bernardo was having a go at, I think it was either Rico or Savio. He was kind of having a go at them in a Pep way. It was kind of a bit like he was trying to, you know, like when Raheem Sterling would score 4 goals and then Pep would come on the pitch and fucking tell him how you should have done this or something. Bro, Bernardo was doing that too. I'm thinking, bro, the guy just created an assist.
The one I remember was when De Bruyne scored that first goal against Arsenal at home in the treble season. And then afterwards, he had celebrations, and they showed Pep was absolutely ripping into Edison over some sort of back pass he did or something like that. Like it was such a crucial game and a crucial part of the season. Pep barely celebrates the goal, and then for the next 2 minutes, that he's just absolutely tearing into Edison. Go back and watch it; you'll see it. He's just tearing into Edison over something that he had nothing to do. It was probably something that happened 5 minutes prior.
Okay, so let me get to the apology stage. Alan, I don't know if you want to get involved in this with me or not, but Savio, I often give people the kiss of death. I did the opposite because I sat there on that show on Tuesday at 6 p.m. with Steve, Martin, Polpy, and Nobbins, and had a big, long conversation about my good friend Savio, and made it very clear that there is no agenda here. And the people I've come out and said, you know what, maybe I was a bit too quick on judging him, and I've got people that's saying, that's right, I told you mustn't have an agenda against him, never speak on him again, right? Literally telling me what I must do, right? And I've responded and said, I will speak on him again, because I'm not, let this be clear. 1, it is not an agenda. 2, there will never be a day where I don't think a City player is good enough and them proving me wrong doesn't make me happy, right? There will never be. I would love to be coming on YouTube and giving you the shittest takes and being proven wrong by every single player that I don't rate, if they're a City player. I would love that. That's what I want. I want Savio to be the best he can. I got a feeling on Saturday afternoon in that first half, I got a feeling that I have not got in a long time. And this is not me having any sort of an agenda there. to suggest I'd have an agenda against Savio over anyone, I personally find a little bit weird. But so there's no an agenda there. Like, come on, we all want a Brazilian to do well at our club, right? It's something that I think every fan as a kid dreams of, is having a Brazilian in your team cooking, right? So I've got no agenda against him. I just really, I got a weird feeling on Saturday that I'm just not having him. It's as simple as that. Now, he then goes in and puts in a sterling performance with a pass, not just an assist, but a pass before the assist. And by the way, I love them more than assists. I love the pass before the assist. I love them so much more. And Doku, by the way, was really bad. So, which is a little bit concerning. I can't lie.
Yeah, I feel like he's starting to get it figured out a little bit now.
Well, I'm worried that Doku, Martin, this is a joke, by the way. Don't think I'm going to start a new agenda. This is a joke. I'm worried, though, that Doku was quality while he was engaged. Now he's actually tied the knot. He's like, fuck it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Congratulations as well to Doku and his beautiful wife. But no, Doku was bad. Savio was good.
Just while Ruben Diaz is slipping my Ajama one.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well. Bro, do you know what though? I want to do a bit of a fact check thing though. When people say about because I've seen a few people saying, Ruben Diaz is starting to look better now that he's not doing the social media influencer posts, right? And I want to do a fact check because I reckon if people were to send me these posts that he did, I bet you that they're either in the off season or during the international break. I bet you they're never actually during a working week at Manchester City. Or when he's injured. When he's injured, he can do what the hell he wants. But no, listen, Savio, he was good. Alan?
Really?
He was good, yeah. He was good, bro. He was good. Now,
right. Yeah,
Daps, I'm going to jump in. This is an agenda. This is an example of an agenda.
Yep.
Yeah,
right.
17,
and this is the thing.
Hang on, shut up. You had 17 crosses.
Ladies and people of the court,
Shut up.
I present Exhibit A.
Back off. He had 17 crosses and he found City players twice. So how the fuck can...
I don't believe that stat.
I rest my case, Your Honour.
No, hold on. I need that stat one more time because I am going to go and fact check it afterwards. Say it again, please, Alan.
You have to count it. He's bloody garbage, mate. Sorry.
No. Fuck that. Give me that fact that you just said on this channel. Tell me what you said.
Get it.
Tell me what you said. You can't say something. Nah, you can't. Bro, you can't say something.
17 crosses, twice he hit a City player.
Right, okay. Is that a real fact as well? Genuinely.
So what did UEFA do give him man of the match then?
Mate, they'll give...
No, you've read that. You've read that in the chat. You've read that from someone in the chat, and that's why you're fucking laughing now. That's why you're laughing now. You tell Daps where that's come from.
Listen.
BS.
Nunes is proving to me he's actually...
We're talking about Savio, Alan.
No.
We will talk on Nunes.
Alan, we don't worry. Nunes will get his shine.
Where have you read that stat properly? Where?
The day after.
No, where?
What site?
Where?
What Twitter post? We're going to fact check it now.
It was on Twitter.
From who?
Okay.
I don't know. Can't remember the name.
Oh, bullshit FC. You read it in the chat of someone who's got a Savio agenda like you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Now, this is where, and all the people that were saying to me, and this is where I really want to be clear. People do not think I have an agenda against Savio. I want to be proven wrong. I want to be doing videos every Tuesday night, looking at my camera, putting Justin Bieber, I'm sorry, as the background music, and going, Savio, I'm sorry, right? I want to do that, right? I want to think like I want to see Savio on the left still. But, and this is the thing that I will do. If I'm going to talk about negatives, I'm also going to talk about positives. And Savio was good. He was good. Not he got a goal and he got an assist and a pass before the pass. He was good, right? And there is another thing that's that I like. It is like the City players are rooting for Savio. When you see him score goals, yeah, they do, bro. It's right when we score goals. can you not see the reaction of players to it? It does look like Haaland is rooting for Savio as well. Like Haaland probably wants Savio to come good as much as me because Haaland wants Savio to find him more. But Haaland's inevitable. Oh, sorry, no, this comment though. But here I am. This is still where. And here's the thing: one good performance is not going to change my mind. However, what it will do is tell me that he can do it. And that's the key. It's what I needed with Doku. He can do it. And with Savio, I think the other night was a bit of a he can do it. But if Savio is...
I think Savio needs all season. I'm going to judge Savio
like
at
last
the end
season.
of the season.
So he needs 2 seasons.
Yeah. But the thing was, right now, I'll judge. I mean, no, you can judge them a bit. But I'm one of them. If we're going to start giving everyone 1 year, 2 year, whatever, it's such a hard balance because...
But you know what doesn't help it though? The fact that you've just said we're going to give him 1 or 2 seasons. The club did. The club didn't. The club have already the club gave him 1, and they've given him a whole new contract.
Yeah, but that's what the club tends to do anyway. But that's people think that's come from the transfer window stuff. That was already been taught. That was under negotiation in January, Feb last year.
I get it. It was to be fair. I wouldn't even be surprised, if actually players have things written in their contract about contract extensions. So in the initial contract, there might have been something about X number of games. I don't know, or because he was on 40k a week, and 40k a week is pretty damn low. So I actually, joking aside with the Savio thing, and however much it did frustrate me a bit because I don't like when players aren't informed and they're getting new contracts. But I kind of do understand that one. But I do stand by this, right? If Savio is our standard, then God help us. There are at least 10 wingers in the league better than him. By the way, Soriano was handing out the Man of the Match award. Allow it.
I'm just usually handing out doesn't mean he chose it.
But here's the thing where I know Hamza will say it's keeping standards, and I do get that, right? And the other day, I think I said on the channel, said to you, Martin, that if a group of people, and not just me, and not just because this is a podcast, but if in multiple arenas, groups of people are having conversations, debating your wingers this often, then something smells fishy. Like maybe they might not be good enough.
Yeah, I think
people are comparing him to Centurions.
Hold on, right, and that's what I was going to say.
Sterling and Sane.
But this is a thing, and so I do understand that Sterling, Sane, Mahrez, those standards.
But we don't play like that anymore. This is my point. It's like comparing the next CDM to Rodri or the next Cam to KDB, and I do think I think a lot of fans do. It's not just City fans. I think all football fans do this with their legends. They compare how many times you and Cass, or especially Cass, compared a United player to a Beckham or a Scholes or a Roy Keane, and they always go back to the greats. And the thing is, it's like, and listen, I get him out and he doesn't like him. It's his opinion. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
He says there's 10 wingers, but
by the way, these type of comments as well for me, are perfectly fine, right? And that's kind of the thing.
No. And by the way, I said this last night. That I have no problem with a fan having an agenda. Do you know what I always say? Just say, you know what, I don't like them. They're not my kind of player. Just be honest with it. I've no problem with the agenda. Just say you don't like them. We can move on.
You know what? I mean, there'll be some people that really rate Jay-Z as a rapper. I've never rated Jay-Z as a rapper.
No, but to be fair to Amar does say I don't like him.
I know how good he is, and that is the thing with Savio. From the day we got him. Honestly, I wasn't sure about him. It's his decision making just doesn't look right.
But that's just the same people.
Do you
we
get a
let
sense
Cole
that
Palmer go, remember?
Do you get a sense that maybe with Savio, it's sort of falling into the same category as like Kuzanov and Victor Hayes, where it was like we decided to go in and get him in here into the squad before other teams came in. So then 2-3 years down the track, we're not trying to buy them for 100 million. We're getting them while they're still on the cheap.
I mean, that seems to be the way that everyone's doing stuff now. So yes, I definitely do think there is an element to that. And
he is younger than Bob.
Here's the thing, right?
If he was doing this at 27 years of age, I'd be like, nah, he's got to go.
Here's the thing.
Still 20 years old.
Yeah, I agree. And do you know what? Maybe I am being a little bit harsh. I just want to be really, really clear with everyone, right? I am not like, and I hope that the way that I speak on Savio isn't disrespectful, because I'm not. This is not a personal agenda. You know, sometimes you just like a player or you don't, or you just get a feeling. And honestly, that it's been building up and building up and building up with me in Savio, right? I've just been thinking, I'm really not sure. And then on Saturday, I just literally got this feeling where I was like, nah, get this guy away from the club, because and this wasn't on a show. This was in my room, so I don't need to tell you about this. But I just got this weirdest feeling that I'm just not having him. And it's all right for you to not rate a player. But we need to talk on Doku as well, because Doku's one who's...
Eeyore. He's a donkey.
Okay. So my worry with Doku, right... I don't know why. But do you know what? Can I just ask? Why do people always go for donkey when calling like?
It's not exactly the biggest insult, is it? Because like donkeys are actually they're loyal, they're hardworking, reliable.
Haven't donkeys got one absolute belter of a kick as well?
Yeah,
they haven't they. A donkey kick, but also, I mean, I don't know. That could be, but
ferocious bite. They could bite really bad as well too.
But here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing.
It was dreadful.
You might as well say, "Oh, that player is an absolute fucking king cobra."
But what worries me with Doku, right, is like with Savio. I said, I just needed to see something. I needed to see that he does get it. Sometimes every now and again, you just need to see that to go, all right, I'll give him a bit more of a chance, right? Now, Doku's hit some great form during the last period between the two international breaks. Really, really good form. And rightly so. Everyone in the rivals was speaking highly of him. But the form's dipped now. The form's dipped, and that's a little bit worrying. And Steve made a good point, and I think everyone's seen it. Doku's best position is not hugging that fucking left touchline. Now, starting on the left and drifting into the middle, fine. Doku's best position is not hugging the L shape, literally the L shape. It's not, and he's slowly going back to it. Now, is that a Doku thing or is that a Pep thing? Because we can't just straight go, that's definitely down to Doku.
Let's just say, Daps, Savio and Doku are playing on the wrong side for me.
Yeah, I agree. And by the way, no, I'm not Pep out for saying that either. But I think this winger thing is starting to infuriate me with playing two players that just so naturally seem to be better on the other sides. But hey, another clean sheet, boys. And that actually, no, let me put this up. Piplup, shout out, massive appreciation for the super chat. Hello, Daps. Hope you're well. Daps, don't let the negativity from Arsenal fans get to you. They're all a bunch of losers, no social skills. All City fans love you, even if you do live with the rag. Cass, that's you.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is with,
you're called
the Arsenal fans? Especially after this Atletico game,
does sound weird, though, doesn't it?
It's with some of it, it's the hypocrisy, and they aren't even aware that they're hypocrites, because they'll tell you for weeks on end that they're going to say Atletico Madrid are shit. We're going to beat them. We're going to beat them. They're shit. And then when they do beat them, we've just beaten a very tough team in Europe and all this sort of stuff and that, and it's just nah. Nah.
Do you know what? For me, here's where I differ to you. Do you know what? I think Arsenal are looking great this season. I think beating Atletico Madrid 4-0 at home, we shouldn't go now to that. We should go fucking hell. You know what? These are looking good.
Yeah.
I think we should, right?
Yeah.
But what infuriates me is that is, and someone made a really good point. Gal made a really good point on the show the other day, saying how if every time that we talk about the here and now, we just get buts, right? About last season or the season before, then it's going to get very draining. And why is?
But then they do that.
Hold on. Yeah. But hold on. Let me land it. And that as football fans, we should be allowed to get excited, and we should be allowed to, believe in our team, and not constantly be told, but you always fumble it. You always fumble it. And I actually sat there thinking, do you know what, Igal? Fair play and fair point, because I would actually love to be able to come on here or go on Never a Foul and say, do you know what, props to Arsenal, they're doing their thing at the moment, and we should be worried because they're looking like a fucking team that will push us all the way, right? Or sorry, no, I don't know how you describe it with Arsenal. I don't know, because I can't say we're chasing them, because chasing someone that hasn't won a league. But anyway, right? But within seconds, hold on, no, not yet. But within seconds of us finishing talking about Arsenal and me thinking, do you know what? I'm going to have this approach with Arsenal. I'm actually going to give them their flowers. We moved on to Manchester City, and within seconds, Igal said, what's this with Man City trying to play defensive football this season? Haaland, is he really going to be able to keep this up? He's not creative enough. He's not good enough. He's not good enough creatively. Right. Okay, so 47 minutes of saying how good Arsenal are, and me agreeing, by the way, and saying, fair play, you've just beat Atletico Madrid 4-0. You should wax lyrical about that. Why, within 10 seconds of speaking on City, and is it loads of what-ifs? And the what-ifs don't even make sense, because saying, can Haaland keep this up? For me, he's
a completely unjustified superiority complex.
Yeah. Now over to you, Alan. Sorry, but I just wanted to finish where I was. Otherwise, I'd forget.
Arsenal have got a terrific squad. Got great players, good side. But the fans are a bunch of fucking wankers. They masturbate around their room more than I do when I fucking masturbate. Fuck me. Honestly,
ow. It's 12:06, bro.
Sorry, mate. Well, I'm sorry, but with all due respect, Arsenal.
It's not the best sight, so I can't lie. It's kind of lunchtime as well.
Yeah, some of us haven't had dinner yet. Oh,
sweet Jesus.
Wow.
But no, but it's I at the same time, I kind of, although
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, please do like and subscribe.
On your way out, please. On your way out.
Because you may not come back after that.
But I do. Let me be clear. I think Arsenal are going to, like, they've done it. And here's the thing: Arsenal have finished second the last 3 years in a row. For me, Arsenal are going to be finishing first or second this season, right? They're a fucking good team, right? They're a very good team, and it is getting to the point where all we do have is, but they don't get it over the line. Well, you know what? Sooner or later, someone does get it over the line. So we have to take them seriously. I just wish at times I could tell this to their face without...
No, that's... See, for me, I would say that Arsenal, great team, great. The issue is the way their fans are behaving.
Yes,
if any other fan... Hang on, Alan, just before you go and get all excited and get your Toblerone out, calm down. Right, listen.
Again.
Yeah. Oh, your bag of crisps.
You might be sitting on it for all we know.
Right.
I didn't say that.
Hey, lads, I need to.
I didn't start it. You can excuse me if I fucking finish.
If Arsenal fans were a bit more humble, not humble, but this is what Haaland means about, and City mean about the being humble. Yeah. It's not about, win it. We will give you the props if you win it. If you weren't, you're doing what you slag Liverpool fans off for 3 weeks ago. You've now gone into their corner.
Yep. And,
I don't
honest,
get it.
and let's put it away. That's why Liverpool fans are slightly more bearable with it, because they've got the trophies to back it up.
Yeah, and that's where conversations get frustrating, because I'm not allowed to give really much context on City, right? But then all the context in the world will be given on Arsenal, and they'll as an example, I say, you know what, Gyökeres for me isn't looking like the striker that I thought he was going to look like, right? Now I get called arrogant for saying that, but then I get told we're doing a treble and we're winning it at the Etihad by an Arsenal fan, but I'm the arrogant one. Now, do you know what? If we're just doing the YouTube thing, we can do that, right? But I would like sometimes just to actually have it. And I think what I'm going to start doing on this channel chat is I'm going to start having one-to-ones with Arsenal fans, because I do find panel shows, it's just whose cock's bigger than whose cock.
Careful, Alan's still on the screen, mate. Yeah.
Whereas when you do speak to fans and you have it more on a one-to-one basis, you actually get because look, let me be clear. Arsenal are going to be the team that we're going to be in a title race with this season. Liverpool got a big win last night, 5-1. Wirtz got 2 assists. So we now officially, it has been confirmed, for Florian Wirtz to perform, he needs to be playing Bundesliga teams.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed? You're not your shorts have stopped now.
But no, so I did one this morning.
Oh, we did another one.
I did one this morning.
I've been enjoying them.
I've been enjoying doing them. I did do one this morning. Gyökeres is out of it, so fair play, Gyökeres. Wirtz is out of it. Isaac, I'm fucking watching you, bro. Hey.
Well, did you see Frimpong's out for a while and Isaac's out now?
Bro, Isaac. Liverpool paid 120 million for half-time hooks, literally. Oh, half-time substitution. That's stinky. That is stinky. But yeah, we wait the news on Nico Gonzalez. Tough game at the weekend. I'm going to be talking more about that over the next couple of games, next couple of days, because it is going to be a very tough game. We've got a tough run now. Swansea away will be a good little. I'm going to that, so that's going to be a good little trip down there.
Are we going? I'm going.
Are you going? Oh, quality.
Yeah.
I'll see you down there then. But yeah, we've now got Aston Villa away, Bournemouth at home, and Liverpool at home. 3 very tough games. Not ideal news to be getting that Rodri and potentially Gonzalez are going to be out for both of them. But you know what? The one thing we've learned is injuries happen, and you just have to fucking roll with it. That's what I've said, yeah.
And that's just over a month away until the FA Cup draw is done when City come in. So hopefully it'll be a good away day for a few of us.
Yeah, 100%.
Hopefully it's a good one. Yeah.
I'm speaking to Psy from, I'm going to say Norway, but he's probably Denmark. He's definitely from Denmark. That's why I said Norway. I was speaking with Psy last night, and he was saying about... he's going to have a look to see.
Speaking of Norway, I'm an outside chance of actually doing Bodo Glimt. I would love to do that because I just think it'll be.
Jesus,
what?
That's going to be like completely A to Z for you. Yeah, from Australia to like the North Pole. What are you doing?
Mate,
that's mental.
I'm off for like another 2 weeks after that FA Cup round. What are you on about?
Oh, what? Just go for England?
I'm not
buy yourself. I'm
not saying I'm coming over for the FA Cup, then go home and spend 2 weeks at home and then go back again.
Get a winter coat.
I'm off for 3 weeks from the 29th. I'm off for 3.5 weeks from the 29th of December.
Right.
Don't be asking me. Don't be asking the channel to buy you a coat and a beanie.
Martin, what you got? What's coming up? What's coming up on
9 p.m. tonight, Thursday night chat. I was going to do.
Is Alan on that? Is Alan on that?
Yes.
No, he'll be busy.
Be careful.
He'll be a bit busy.
No, we're past the watershed. We'll be all right. As long as he leaves his Toblerone behind.
I've got 5 of them here.
I'm not even meaning that in an innuendo. He was eating Toblerones. Yep. He had 2 Toblerones, each of them, the big, huge ones, live on air the other day. Thank you, Cass. Even Cass is pissing himself.
Now pissing himself because he's just really sat next to me, waiting for us to move on to Never a Foul, and all he's hearing is like, do you know what? If it's a deep football chat that you're trying to move on, it's like Cass, I'll move it on. I'm trying to move it on. I'm struggling to move on a chat about Alan with a sock and fucking Toblerones, bro. This is mental.
My apologies, Cass. My apologies if you can hear me.
Listen, Martin, you need to ring me up half an hour before so I can have a shower.
Fucking no, bro. Right, on that note,
just let him end, Alan. Let him end.
Yeah, but no,
smash the lights on the way out.
Go back to your battery-powered Toblerone.
I do not want to end with the thought of Martin having to call you 30 minutes before a show because you're going to be busy with your fucking Toblerone. On that note, we're redirecting over to Never a Foul. Peace.